Oh, it's going to be good.
It's
Hey,
going to be
y'all.
a great one.
Hey. Let's start over.
I'm going to get fired from YouTubing.
Welcome, y'all, to OMG Planners. We're actually really excited to talk about this because
we've worked really hard on how to do this. How to move into a Laurel Denise planner. We led a workshop in Chicago. We have thought pretty much for the second half of this entire year how to teach this.
Yes.
So I have written down a bunch of like typical schedule things people would have in their planner on a bunch of sticky notes. And I'm going to show you guys how we move them around and kind of find the best landing spot. Does that sound good?
I love
Should
that.
we do that?
I'm so excited.
I think we should go on a journey together.
Let's do it.
Okay, Nance, we're going to start with a horizontal weekly because
Edward Lane.
Yeah, because it is our
This is my exact planner that I use.
Ah, look at that. So we're going to start with that. Have it all open, and as you can see, I've written down a bunch of things on a sticky note. Now, because I'm extra, number one, I outlined them in hot pink.
It's
obviously.
so cute. It
Obviously,
makes it
I did that.
so much better. I recommend everybody outline.
I mean, it really actually does. There's a few things on here that are very extra, but we're going to do the core things first. So I'm going to take these things, and we're going to put them where they might land.
Yeah.
So feel free to help if you would like.
Sure.
Nance.
Okay.
Daily to-do list. Typical birthdays and anniversaries.
Travel. I feel like travel typically always goes in.
I love meals over here. Yeah,
yes,
travel over
same.
there.
I love that as well.
Bills, I feel like
Schedule
due dates is like so here.
Schedule. You know, I'm going to be crazy and say your schedule
I
here,
love that.
other people's here.
Yeah, I actually really like that idea.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Delegated.
Budget. I feel like I like some people put this under because it's like kind of private. They don't really want everybody
I noticed
to
you
see
were
it.
waving
I'm
around
waving with my weekly.
So I use a horizontal,
Yeah.
and I really only use it for work.
yes.
So I put my weekly to-do list in my Saturday, Sunday.
I love that idea. I love that you do that. I think if you didn't want to do that, you could easily like do meals. You could even like make a little line column here and have meals.
Oh, totally.
And then put weekly to-do list here. Or scrap that you don't want meals. Sometimes I just do a squiggle of a meal. You know what? I'm going to squiggle meal.
Actually, I like it being in the daily to-do list.
Well, actually,
no.
Meal?
Never mind.
I don't mind that.
I could see it either way because meal is part of your schedule.
Yeah.
And if you are maybe eating out, that would affect your schedule. So I like that.
But sometimes weekly to-do list doesn't fill up this column.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are our basics, right? Like things that most people include in their planner, right?
Yeah.
They have their schedule, maybe other people's schedule, a to-do list. They don't really have delegated lists, but this is my secret to not being stressed out. Literally, this one list. All the things that you ask people to do, then you feel like you're holding on to it, but you're not. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to keep it in your brain until it's done. You know you ask somebody else to do it, and then you let them live their life and trust that they're going to do the thing, and then you follow up. You know what I mean?
Because sometimes that person doesn't post that Instagram, and then you have to check in.
And then you love them anyway, but you don't have to hold on to that Instagram until. The idea would be, this is your core. If you're new to the planner, I think like only doing your core is a really good idea. I think a really cool way to think about our layout in general and think about it even as we're doing sticky notes and just starting with it is this is sort of your like macro version of your plan.
Yeah.
And this is your micro. So you could have schedule stuff like work, dentist, whatever it is, but all the details associated with that dentist thing, associated with a due date or a birthday or whatever, they go on here and on here. On your micro, sort of like the getting into the chompers bit of your schedule goes right here. So because I want to, I'm going to put some other extra ones on. Just because it's so fun. I feel like exercise is part of my schedule.
Yes.
So I just do that.
Smart.
And if you wanted to like specifically track exercise, you can maybe do it on the habit tracker too. Yeah, you do that. Coming up next month is another really cool list because then you're not surprised.
Yes.
I like it. The nails.
The nails are great. Let me help you out there, sister.
Thanks so much. Oh, that's okay.
Online purchasing tracker?
I would almost put it like kind of back here with the budget.
With the budget,
like below.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cleaning schedule.
Daily to-do list.
Yeah,
Isn't
definitely
that kind
daily
of part
to-do
of
list.
it? And then we'll put habits.
Good old habits. We know where she goes.
We know where she goes.
Right there.
Yeah. If you wanted to track more habits, that's like next level. We're just doing basics today, guys, okay? Maybe it would be cool to set this up in like the second month of the year so that you can leave it
That is
there.
a great suggestion.
And then you go into your first month and you start putting all the stuff in there.
And then maybe as you're working through your first month, you're on like your second or your third week, you're like, maybe next month I want to like move my weekly to-do list
to down
here and like track my exercise here.
Exactly.
Because I take 2
and
days
so
off
then
or
you
something.
could like move that around.
Yeah.
Right?
I love that.
But you still kind of have the plan in your back pocket, which is like all we really want to know. We want the roadmap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the reason we put it on sticky notes and we don't just like jot it on the piece of paper, like circle, like monthly to do this, so go here, is because you can move it around. Like you guys even saw how many times Nancy and I moved weekly to do or meals or whatever, because as you put one thing down, you're sort of like, well, the other thing needs to go into a different spot. It just helps you get started without having to write anything down, and it helps you be flexible because you can just move everything.
Yeah.
Should we show it in another layout
Let's
too?
do it.
Just
I'm
for
really
fun.
excited about
Okay.
that part.
Let's
Wait,
take
can we
these
just
out.
like leave it there?
Oh, sure, and
just
pull
move
from
it?
there.
Hopefully, y'all, this is like all still in the camera.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little vertical baby. So let's.
Would you be opposed to just being like, well, these things?
Yeah, I would not be opposed to that.
Like that, we know that.
I think what's pretty cool is it's like your type of schedule, right? So schedule still goes on the short page, the schedule details.
Yeah.
But it's like if you want a time block, you're probably going to pick your schedule details in a vertical.
Yeah.
Instead.
Meals are fun. This is a really
great spot for
you
meals.
go up there.
And again, you might have different things that go on your sticky note. You might be like a priorities girly. You might be a whatever it is. You can put different things. In fact, after we do this, I'm going to show you guys how I put mine into my planner in the portrait planner.
Can't wait.
And I have a very different schedule than a lot of typical, I think. A very different planner.
You do.
Not everybody's doing a whole marketing thing in their monthly, you know?
One thing to remember about both the horizontal and the vertical are that lines are your friends and can help create more spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I used to draw a line here in the middle. Maybe I make that up.
You did. No, you totally did.
I drew a line here, so then I had 2 separate spaces, and that same thing works with the vertical. Except
I love my line in the vertical. Yeah.
So like Lolly would probably have a line right here, and she would have her cleaning schedule, daily to-do list down there, her schedule up there, her meals right there.
In fact, I have done that.
Exercise goes with schedule.
Yeah, with schedule. I just do it a different color.
And other people's schedules.
Goes in my schedule.
Goes with schedule.
I mix it all in because I have to for my brain. And then notes go here.
Yeah.
Delegated list. Look, my
Wow.
nails worked. Goes here. Monthly
So
to-do
dexterous.
list. I love that. And let's get these from behind there. Some people have such an intense budgeting system, they would put them in the back pages.
Yeah.
But again, that's kind of like that's your homework. Like it's that's your part where you get to figure out for you, like some people might need that delegated list to take up so much more room, which is like you said in the intro, Nancy, that's like the beautiful part of a Laurel Denise and also can feel really paralyzing sometimes too. So what I want to do is just help people not feel paralyzed and feel like, okay, you try one thing for 1 month and then you try a new thing. If that didn't work, you take a beat in, sort of the middle to the end of the month and you're like, wait, what is actually working for me? What feels like really out of control? What am I still really missing? And sometimes your schedule changes. So it's like, oh, this is heavy other people's schedule season. So I need to like make that a bigger part of my planner. Or this is like heavy meal prepping or meal making season. You just like, you kind of ebb and flow.
You do.
Depending on your actual life. And that takes, and it takes like you taking a minute to actually examine what is coming up, what the reality of your life is.
I have a pretty good example, which is my habit tracking journey.
Yeah.
I didn't habit track for a while, but then I was doing all this PT I put PT exercises here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it still didn't work. Because you have to do your PT exercises. Okay, that's not working for you. Okay, we're taking your entire habit tracker gets to be your PT exercises. So I broke them down. Did that work? No, it still didn't work. And I was like, you know what? My feet hurt so bad. Yeah. I need to focus on them. So what I did next, and I'm in this version right now, is I broke down each individual foot exercise step. And I'm habit tracking that, and that has been so much more effective. I can bundle that all together, and then I can check. And it's actually making me do my feet exercises.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. So I've just had to like narrow it down, and then I'm create a habit.
Yeah, absolutely. And that took you seeing what, like, acknowledging the problem for you, acknowledging your kind of like what wasn't working about it, and then having a little action plan of what to try next. And maybe if you had other ideas for what you could try, like if you just had a bunch of ideas, you could write those in notes or in the back pages. Oh, okay, in case that doesn't work, I can try this, I can try this.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm very happy for you. I wanted to share this little doodad that I've shared quite a bit on here. There's a big temptation to move into a planner the whole way through right when you start.
Yeah.
And it's just not a good idea because you're gonna evolve. You're gonna learn how to use this tool better. You're gonna join our Facebook group. You're gonna be like, wow, that's a great idea. You're gonna change it. Our intern Hallie, I think, has changed her thingy like 3 times. I put this in every single month of the year.
Let's show.
So I just plop this baby like here. And I just jot down little plans like, oh, okay, I have the dentist at 10 a.m. Dentist is really on my brain today. Or like I'm going to a play or I'm traveling or whatever. And that way it's like I can put plans in without actually putting plans in.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if where I'm gonna put that schedule. And then I like jot down real quick here like things I need to do this month. Like I can't forget. I love a sticky note.
Yeah. So that, and you know what? Maybe you have something that's too big to fit on here.
Yeah.
You have another sticky note.
You have another sticky note.
Put that there.
Or you put it in the week it goes in or whatever.
Oh yeah, you put it on the day right there. What?
Exactly.
Does the sticky note fit perfectly
That's so
into
weird.
a day here?
Was it almost made for that?
Wow, that's beautiful.
What a sticky note.
Wait, and then there's this one too. So then you can still see
Oh
gosh.
It's like they thought of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they did. Okay, so that's in like horizontal and vertical. I want to show you guys mine in the portrait and show you like how it becomes real then in the portrait. So I'm in an academic planner. So I just put sticky notes that are mine. That are mine.
These are yours. Mm-hmm.
So here's my list. Like these are the core things I have in. And I've moved them around or built them in based on my need the previous month and what I felt like was missing, you know? So my marketing schedule, my monthly tasks, my birthdays and anniversaries, and also travel would go up here. Frog list, found the best spot for it up here. I really love it.
That's a great spot.
Thanks. My follow-up lists, I delegate a lot of things, so they're follow-ups here. Frequency tracker, which just means how often I do something from up here. It helps kind of like you with your PT exercises in some ways. Yeah, it's like a habit, but also, I don't know, it helps break down some of the stuff I have up here to be like smaller bites. Weekly tasks, work life, appointments, meetings, and I draw a little line. And I have task lists, my family schedule, and my meal plan gets like wiggled up here. And then I have a lot of like my brainstorm list, my coming up, and team tasks. So y'all can see like that's random. Like why, that's not a typical setup. No. That's just like what I do for my setup. And then you can see in December where everything is. Okay, so birthdays and anniversaries. Like over here, I have Hallie right there. It's just a little squiggle. So that's how, just to make that real for y'all. Yeah, it was on Friday.
Happy birthday, Hallie. Oh my God, belated. Wow.
And I don't have any frogs up here yet, but this is where my frog list goes. I made it purdy.
Because you're going to do it on little sticky notes.
I'm going to do it on sticky notes.
Put them in your frog.
Yeah, and then I get to put them on my frog. This is my marketing schedule. Y'all can see SE, all these things. It's all marketing. Follow up. This is like just the start of it. I emailed somebody about an event. My frequency tracker, as y'all can see, I circle when something's I break down this bigger thing and I put it in here for frequency tracking. Monthly tasks, I don't have any yet, but those go here. Weekly tasks. Go here. December B-Day cards.
I have one more B-Day card to send, and I am like, what a great year.
What a great year. You did it. Meal plan just gets squiggled up here. It's not there. You can see all my appointments and stuff go here. Daily tasks. Family schedule is here as well. Then I have my team tasks. I categorize everybody, put little team tasks, so things I specifically delegated, or just to keep in mind, like Nancy's working on stickers this month, like that kind of stuff. Brainstorm list hasn't happened yet, but it's here, and then coming up goes here. So you can kind of see like how that becomes real here.
Yeah.
And how, and it evolves. I think at the end of the day, the first step is identifying the things you want in your planner.
Yes.
The second step is writing them on individual sticky notes. I know it feels tedious, but like just put some music on or get a great snack and do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third task is moving them around until it feels like home to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth thing is actually writing it in. So taking your digital planner, that like PTA form that's up on the bulletin board, the napkin and crumpled in your pocket that has plans for the next month on it, whatever it is, that fourth task is like writing it all in. You know, I wish we could give you like, these are the top 15 things you need in your planner, but we don't, it's not true. It's so versatile. Like some people want to use their planner just for tracking their vitamins and their wellness, and some people just for exercise, or have like a meal planning is a bigger, just for work. And so, but this is just a really high level way, not too nitty gritty, of how you can move in to a Laurel Denise planner and how you can think about macro and micro and all those different things. We'll probably do a video in the new year concentrating a little bit more on like, what's the definition of macro?
Yeah.
What's the definition of micro, to kind of teach you guys a little more of like how we reference things. But hopefully this was helpful. I feel helped.
I'm just like admiring your spread right now.
Thanks.
I love how you did the little ornaments there.
Thanks.
I love that you put the banner here.
Yeah, and I just had to snip off a little bit. Yeah.
It brings your eye to the frog list, which is the
here
thing.
I already kind of set
Look
up
at
my frog list.
Oh my gosh. I love that. And it's making me kind of think that maybe the next iteration of my PT foot exercises is maybe it can't be in the back in the habit tracker. I need to move that to the front, in front of my eyeballs.
So you could cut out a habit tracker and put it on the monthly side and just move whatever you put on that monthly, because I don't think you use that a ton right now.
I don't really use it.
So I'll get a habit tracking insert.
Okay.
To do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Pro tips.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. This video has been so helpful for me already.
Absolutely. So hopefully this is a good just little like dip your toes into how to get started light, so you don't feel like you're overly committing, and start with pencil if you want. That's another, an erasable pen is also another great like getting started tip. And keep these sticky notes in a future month, because then you'll know like, crud, this isn't working for me again. I'm gonna have to start all over again with the sticky notes, but you won't. You're just adjusting and moving certain things. So yeah, you guys, most of all, you guys can do it.
Yeah, totally.
Yes, moving into a new planner can all like be totally paralyzing, and starting a new system, and also doing that from a space where you just already feel really overwhelmed in life can be really, really paralyzing. But hopefully this helps you a little bit. I know, I've been there. We get it.
We do.
Plug for Insana Chaos. Insana Chaos. It's my new word.
Well, are we good?
I think we're good, Nan.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thanks.
We have a bunch of other videos that are really helpful. Just go to our YouTube channel and click on whichever one strikes your fancy the most.
Yeah.
I was going to say fantasy. Strikes your fantasy the most.
I mean, honestly.
What would be our sign-off, Lols?
Ooh! May your move-ins be merry.
And your inner thoughts not be insane chaos.
Insane cost.
Okay. Bye!
Insane chaos.
Insane os.
It's a chaos. Chaos. Casanity.
Casanity is
Casanity
good. That's good.
Well, some ladies only do like music. Now where did I put my... Here.
Welcome to OMG Planners with Laurel and Nancy.
On
NBD.
Ooh. That's from Inside Out too.
Oh. Okay.